Hey Sonny here. I'm going to show you how to play Killer of Giants by Ozzy Osbourne, and there's also a Jake Ely song, so which makes it epic. So I'm going to go over the intro of this part, and I love the verse. The acoustic classical thing behind the verse is really cool. It's also definitely going to cover that, but we're going to cover the intro in this video, and I'll do the verse in another video. And probably going to cover the whole song eventually, the rhythm and the solo as well. The solo is really cool. Anyway, so the beginning part goes like this. Oh, by the way, before we start, a couple of things. I'm tuning to standard tuning. The recording is actually tuned down half step to E flat. So if you want to play along the record, make sure your guitar is tuned half step down. But if you want to play along with me to learn the song here, you will just leave it at standard tuning. That's okay. And also the song's really good. It's a really good exercise in the intro because you have to pick every string evenly. So you gotta go. So it requires a lot of picking, and it's good exercise if you start playing it slowly. And also Jake Ely uses pinkie a lot, so you're gonna use your pinkie in this song a lot, which is going to help you to strengthen your pinkie as well as your chords, moving around the chords. So the first part, that was the E chord, E power chord, and then followed by a C power chord, and you always pick the open B and E string, the high E, high B and high E. All right. So the first position is at the 7th fret, A string, 7th fret, and the 9th fret of your D and G string. Okay, and then you will play open E, and then you play the power chord. Well, I just did it as A7, D9, G9, and then open B and open E. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you gotta go up. So you play the power chord through G9, and you gotta back up from open E, open B, and then 9 fret your G and D again. So the whole time your hand does not move. You just stay at the power chord E position, and you play all the open string with it. You use this exact same position. You slide down to the 3rd fret, and your hand now is at the A3, D5, and G5 position, and you start playing from the 3rd fret of your A, every string. Again, your B and E string is open. I'll leave it open string. So it's A3, D5, G5, open B, open E. Okay. Do the same thing again, back to the E. So you do that twice. And the third time, you don't pause. You pick the whole thing like this. So that time on the C chord, you pick it back up, just like you do the E chord up here. Again, let's do that part again. Okay, E again. And the next one we'll play the A sharp major. So what I'm doing here is that my hands are on 6th fret of your E string, and then 8th fret of your A, 8th fret of your D, and your middle finger is on the 7th fret of your G string. And you pick all those notes plus the open E and open, open B and open E at the bottom. So the whole thing, so far we have this. Again, that one chord on the A sharp major. Okay, and then you repeat that again on the E position. And then you play the G major. Basically, it's the same thing as the A sharp major. I just show you, but you play it this third position. So you're playing the E, 3rd fret on the E string, 5th fret of your A and D, and then the 4th fret of your G, and then you jump up. You play open E string, open B, 4th fret again on G, and then 5th fret on the D. Okay. And then you move your hand down. You do the exact same thing at the F major position. Exact same shape. 1st fret of your E, 3rd fret of your A and D, and 2nd fret of your G, and open B and open E string. Okay, and then you go back to the beginning again. C, E, A sharp major, E, C, G, F major. Now next part is a little tricky. You'll play the C chord. I'm gonna play that for you one time first, okay? Oops, do it again. Okay. All right, your index finger stays on the 3rd fret on the all the strings start from the A string all the way down. The entire thing from the A string all the way down to your high E string, but you do not play the low E string. So first of all, you pick the 3rd fret on the A string, and you pick the 3rd fret on the D string, and as soon as you pick that, you gotta hammer on really quick with both fingers of your both your ring and your pinky on the 5th fret of your D and G string. Because as soon as you hammer on, you gotta play. I'm gonna do it slowly. So 3rd fret, 3rd fret of your D, hammer on the 5th fret, and you play the 5th fret of your G, and you play the 3rd fret of your B string, and then 3rd fret of your E string, 3rd fret of your B, 5th fret of your G, 5th fret of your D. So again, you gotta play this 3rd fret on the A, 3rd fret on the D, and you hammer on the 5th fret, 5th fret of your G, and then 3rd fret of your B and E, and then back up. 3rd fret of your B, and then 5th fret of your G, and D5. And then while your hand doesn't move the second time you play, you just play all the way down again. repeat that again, but you don't have to hammer on. So that's basically a C sus. And then you lift up your ring and pinky while your index finger is still on the 3rd fret, all the string. You pick all the string. So A, D, G, B, E, back to B and G. It ends on the D. Again, it's all 3rd fret. And then you do this part right here after that. So I'll play the 6th fret of your E string, high E string, and the 3rd fret of your B and G. And you play the ring finger on the 5th fret of the E string, 3rd fret of the B and G, and you lift that up again and you play the 3rd fret of your B and E. Okay, so I'm gonna do it slowly, just that one part. And then you move your whole hand up, whole step to 5th fret. You play the exact same thing, except you play at the 5th position. Do it again. Last time, when you pick up, you go E, B, G, D, and you put your pinky on the 8th fret on the high E string, and you play all those notes. You play the 5th fret of your A, D, G, and B string, along with the 8th fret on the high E string. Okay, so that concludes that whole run in the intro, and then it goes in this part right here. So that part is fairly easy. You just put your and make sure you use your index finger and your middle finger is really important, because we have to use those fingers to be pinky later. So put your index finger on the 6th fret, middle finger on the 6th fret on the D and G string, and you pick open B, and then 6 of your G, 6th fret of your D. You just do that 4 times. And you move down to 5th fret of your D and G, and you do the same thing. Move back up to 6th fret, same thing again. 5th fret. And then slide all the way down to 2nd fret. You play this part right here. I'm sorry. Who's the other line? Left. Oh yeah, left. That's a little tricky. So what I do is, once you move down to 2nd fret, you gotta go soften the bottom string. Put an E, open D, 2nd fret of your G and D, open A string, downward all the strings again, D, G, B, back up again, and once you play the 2nd fret of your G, this time you play the move my pinky up, and I play the 4th fret of your A, on 4th fret of your D string, 2nd fret of your A with your index finger, and then it goes down, up, down. Then you pick it again, 2nd fret on the D, A string, 4th fret of your D, 2nd fret of your G, open B, open E, open B, and it ends on the 2nd fret of your G. Okay, do it slowly. Okay, so that's the intro part.